Viewtiful Joe Red Hot Rumble is basically a melee-style fighting game starring all the characters from Capcom's Viewtiful Joe series. If you're looking for a melee-style fighting game in the vein of Smash Brothers, you really won't find it here because this game just isn't nearly as in-depth. It's really just a button masher, and a lot of the times you just don't know what's going on, so you're just mashing buttons and hoping for the best. The story in Viewtiful Joe Red Hot Rumble is pretty simple. Basically, Captain Blue has retired from being a superhero, so he's decided to direct a movie. And he's auditioning all these other superheroes like Joe, Sylvia, and Alistair, and all these people. He's auditioning them to see who's going to be his next big star. The way he chooses to audition them is to just have them fight each other, have them go at it in all-out battles, and see who's the strongest, who's the most stylish, and who has the best screen presence. There's really no difference between the single-player game and the multiplayer game here, because when you play multiplayer, you can play with up to 4 people, but you're still playing the same single-player battles that you get in story mode. So if you've already played through story mode, you'll pretty much be seeing the same stuff all over again in multiplayer. The big difference is that in multiplayer, you have up to 4 people playing at the same time. So on a lot of stages, the camera will zoom out, making it even more difficult to see what's going on. Well, the way battles play out in Viewtiful Joe is you basically are fighting against one other person, but you're also fighting against the stage that you're in. So you can go and beat up on your opponent, but you can also beat up on the boss, and you'll get coins for doing all this stuff. So you'll get coins if you can knock out your opponent, you'll steal his coins. If you do the most damage to a boss, you'll get a coin bonus for it at the end of the level. Coins represent how much attention you're getting as a movie star. So you want to get the most coins, and that's really all you need to win. Some levels can totally disregard the objectives and just try to collect as many coins as possible, and you'll still win. There's also different ways to shift the balance. You can get these orbs that you can throw, and it'll interrupt battle, and it'll suck all your opponents into a VFX battle, which is basically a little battle within a battle where you play a mini game and the winner steals a bunch of coins from the losers. There's 5 different types of games, and they're really not that interesting because they're super simple. One might have you mashing buttons really fast, one will have you spinning the analog stick as fast as you can. The 3 other ones will just have you hitting the right button at the right time. Once you've seen all the different mini games, it really isn't that exciting, but again, it can be a good way to snatch some coins from your opponents and ensure your victory. The best part of this game is really just the whole style, the whole presentation. It's definitely a Viewtiful Joe game. The guys at Clover put a lot of work into getting the most out of this 2D artwork, and it looks really great. It's got tons of style. It's got too much style actually to contain on one screen. If you're really into the Viewtiful Joe universe, you'll really be charmed with the way this game looks and the way it sounds and the whole attitude of the game. Viewtiful Joe Red Hot Rumble is a 1 to 4 player melee game where you just are doing battles with other players, and you're also fighting against your environment. And it's just totally crazy, and there's a lot of stuff going on at the same time. It's really good because it captures the whole style, look, and feel of the Viewtiful Joe series, but the problem is that the game is just a little bit too red hot for its own good. It's just so much stuff going on, and it's just so crazy that there's no focus at all to it. It really boils down to just mashing buttons and hoping for the best. If you're looking for a game to replace Super Smash Bros. Melee in your GameCube, this really isn't it.